How do you never run out of ad ideas? We work with over 10 different brands month over month at my advertising agency, and week over week, we create new ads for these brands. Some brands we've created over 100 plus concepts for, and just to put in perspective, one concept is 3 new creatives. So how do we continue to develop new ads week over week that continue to improve performance and allow us to spend more while cutting down our CPA and improving our return on ad spend? Well, today I'm going to be showing you our exact process we follow to continuously get ad ideas for brands we work with. So with that being said, let's dive into the video. So here is kind of like what an overview looks like. So this is just basically ad ideas right here. And we pull from 3 different spots, and we're gonna go over all 3 key ways we do this. Number 1 is research. Number 2 is review. And number 3 is writing headlines. Now, each of these have very different use cases, and we're gonna dive into those and what those look like now. So research, this is something we do daily, once per day, 30 minutes per day. If you're an advertising agency and you own or have like multiple different clients and stuff like that, you'll just pick an account each day, and you do a 30-minute research session on it. If you are a brand owner and you only run ads for one brand, well, from there, all you're gonna do is go ahead and just basically research your own brand every day. So here's what that research session looks like. And we're going to kind of dive a little bit deeper, and we'll pick one of these key areas that we're going to focus on with that specific research session. So for example, you can look at stuff that your brand owns, which is like your website, your social media, your advertising, like your ads and everything. Or you can look at your competitors, and there's a couple of different types of competitors we'll look at in a second here. Or you can look at online content, which is just generic content online, which we'll take a look at that looks like as well. So your brand itself, these are a couple areas we like to look at. We like to look at social media comments. So all the comments on your ads, all the comments on your social media, your organic social media, especially if you're on multiple different websites, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, all that stuff. We're looking at all of those comments specifically. As mentioned before, ad comments as well. That's another super big one. Support inbox, whether people message you, whether people DM you on Instagram, whether people like DM you on like Twitter, just any type of support questions, comments, concerns, things like that people are asking. We use that for inspiration for ad ideas as well, especially if it's a common question people are asking. We want to go ahead and be able to address that with an ad. Reviews, good and bad. Your 1-star reviews actually tells us more about your brand than your 5-star reviews, because that opens up key areas that we need to improve on for the brand, maybe key objections, maybe key problems that we can further improve to where we can make more money with our brand. But also the good, because the good can also kind of tell us why people are buying, who are people buying for. Are they buying for themselves? They're buying for gifting. Maybe they're going ahead and buying it for like a loved one for a birthday present, for example. We can actually dig deeper into that. And then next is tagged posts. So if you go on Instagram and you see the little tagged part right there, that's going to give us a lot of really good information, because it's showing us how people are using the product. It's showing us what people are saying about the product. It's also going ahead and showcasing kind of like the key identities of people that are buying our brand. So a lot of good stuff here. One of my favorite things to do is find reviews on our website and turning those into UGC content. Basically just taking that review, making a story out of it, and then creating a UGC video with that. That's a really good way, a really good tactic to get some, solid, basically, I would say just like, storytelling videos into the account that can crush from there. One time we had for an ad comment that basically like a girl tagged one of her friends in an ad that we were running and said like girls night soon ? We actually made a hook out of that, and we took that girls night soon and we said the perfect gift for girls night, and that ad right there allowed us to scale a brand from $5K a day in revenue to $30K a day in revenue by taking that product and better being able to position it with a different desire across our market. So just to give you some application ideas right there for like the Our brand under the research portion of the ad ideas part. Now we're going to rotate into competitors, because competitors as well can also give you a lot of really good information. So There's two types of competitors. There's competitors selling the same product as you, and then competitors solving the same problem as you. So for example, I run a Facebook advertising agency. I run ads for other brands. Now, I would look at other Facebook ad agencies. Those are other people selling the same product as me. But the problem I'm solving is be able to scale businesses. I'm solving the problem of not being able to make enough money, and we come in your business and we can scale your business. So I can also go look at other products solving the same problem as me. This is email marketing. This is Google ads. This is conversion rate optimization. Anything that's making brands more money and allow them to scale and grow their brand. So look at the same product as you and then look at the same problem as you. We want to look at both of those competitors. Now, what we want to look at is reviews, good and bad. So we can see, hey, our competitors, they all keep saying that their ad performance sucks. All their one-star reviews basically is people saying, hey, their performance sucks. For example, I get a lot of sales calls with people that want to work for my agency. And a lot of people tell me that, hey, Nick, I was working with this other guru on YouTube and, they didn't pay attention to my account. They were leaving ads on for a long period of time, not turning them off. One ad cost me a couple $1,000 because they never turned an ad off. They just weren't paying attention to the ad account. I'm not going to call out that particular guru on YouTube because that's just not me. But he was another guru that is commonly watched amongst this YouTube channel. And so these are negative reviews about other products and services that I can learn from, because now it's like, hey, look, we don't do that. Here's proof, blah, 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 blah. Same thing for the good. Why are people purchasing other people's products? We also want to know what that looks like. So, are they purchasing with the desire to scale their business? Are they purchasing it with the desire to have better ads? What does that look like specifically? Next thing we want to look at is the ads. Are they running any ads? Again, just go to Facebook ads library, find this brand. You can clearly see the ads, what's like the language used in the ads, what's the desires they're hitting on in the ads, what is the problems, all that good stuff right there. We want to take a look at. Now, next thing is tagged content. Same thing. Go to their Instagram, go to anything else where people can tag them, and look at what customers are saying. Look at who the customers are, what they look like, what do they talk about, what are key things they're saying. We want to understand all of that. Now, next thing is YouTube, Reddit, Google, reviews, articles. Find a competitor. And, like if it's ABC Agency 123, that's my competitor in the advertising space. I want to go look up ABC123 agency.com reviews. What's it like working with ABC? Like basically just figuring out reviews and stuff on YouTube, Reddit, Google of this particular brand. So we can also just kind of see like what people are saying and key things right there. Ultimately, we want to pull out key headlines, key phrases that they might have said that just really catchy that we can leverage as like a hook or something like that. What's some of like the key personalities and like identities people are saying? What's their race? What's their gender, ethnicity? What's their like vibe? Are they more like hardcore gym person, or are they more like hippie yoga girl, for example? What does all that look like? We want to understand all of that. Now, next one is online content. And I don't really know what to call this one, so just being completely transparent with you guys on this one. But this is just like where I basically pretend to be the customer. So I'm pretending that I have the problem. I've used YouTube my whole life for everything. That's how I've learned how to do everything I know now, until I start making money, so I can pay people a lot of money to teach me now. But for the most part, all of like how I learned Facebook ads in the beginning and all that was just YouTube. How to run Facebook ads, how to make my business more money, how do I scale my business, how do I grow my business, how do I hire people. I want to pretend to be in the same mind state as my customer, and what are they searching? So for example, I'm working with a product right now that solves minnow belly, which is like when women get menopause, they tend to get weight gain in the midsection. And I started pretending like I was someone that had minnow belly, and I started searching up, ways to get rid of minnow belly. I can't stand looking at myself in the mirror because of my minnow belly. Like just things like that. I'm searching up key things. Now I'm not saying, hey, product review of this. I'm actually pretending to be a customer and what they would be searching. And then what I'm doing is I'm looking at the hooks. I'm looking at the thumbnails on YouTube. What's in the thumbnail that's getting people to click? What's in the title specifically? I'm looking at all of these things here because all of these things are grabbing my attention. If they're grabbing my attention, then I want to reverse engineer that and recreate that for a Facebook ad. TikTok, also an amazing platform to do search content. I love searching on TikTok, YouTube, Reddit. Even Google, and just seeing some generic articles around like this particular topic as well. Here's a couple examples of just like me kind of going through and like pretending like, maybe like one of you guys essentially. I get a lot of people that say, hey, Nick, I was on YouTube looking at how to like fix my ROAS. So, hey, how can I improve my Facebook ad ROAS? Maybe if you have a problem with Facebook ad ROAS, how can I create Facebook ads that convert? Maybe because now you had the problem, which is how can I improve my Facebook ad ROAS? And then the solution is you need more ads that convert. Well, how can I create ads that convert? All right. Then maybe you look at a few videos of mine and you're like, oh, who the hell is this Nick guy? Oh, he has an agency. Okay. Nick Theriot agency review. That might be something you might search. Should I work with a Facebook ads agency? So these are typical common questions that's part of the buying process that consumers are searching, and we want to be able to actually go search those around the particular product. And again, we want to look at all the different ways people are grabbing our attention. Next thing, make sure you're reading the comments. If you're on YouTube and like you're like searching up these things on YouTube, read the comments, because these comments are very honest. And that's what I love about YouTube and like Reddit and stuff, is that people can say whatever they want because they usually have like these random usernames that no one can tie back to them. So, when you're going and looking at like, for example, some really weird products that just, some people wouldn't be proud to say they use, but they desperately need that help. Then, a lot of people kind of have those like fake usernames, and those are the most honest reviews because they can actually be transparent of how they feel because they're kind of hiding behind a mask. Read the comments. What emotions are they expressing? If we were to create something that would grab their attention, what would that look like? Next thing is look at headlines, titles of the content. That's also something really important, as mentioned. But yeah, so that's all research right there. Like that alone right there should give you 30 to 40 different ad ideas right there. And in terms of like, just content for the account and everything like that to create. Again, we do a research session once per day, 30 minutes a day. And we just kind of pick one of these and we just go all in on that full research session for that. Now, next thing is review session. So I like to pretend like I'm a high level athlete. I'm a huge fan of, like boxing. I like to follow a lot of the protocols and like the way these high level athletes, because all these high level athletes, all they've done is mastered one skill set, whether it's boxing, whether it's football and stuff. And anyone can apply the same way they applied it. Anyone can apply that to themselves and master a skill set. So what are the key things? And one of the most common things I've consistently seen all athletes is that they're researching the competitors. They're looking at whoever boxer they're going box this weekend, and they're watching all of his game footage and identifying key components. But we just looked at research. Then the other part is they're reviewing their game footage. They're looking at, hey, what went right, what went wrong, and what can we do to improve? So our game footage as a marketer is previous winning ads and previous failed ads. That's our game footage. So what I want to do is every day I just want to pick one ad. And whether it's a loser or a winner, do a good mix of both. And I just want to pick one ad. I'm going to take my phone. I'm going to set a 30-minute timer, and I'm just going to look at that ad for 30 minutes. I'm going to look at the copy. I'm going to look at the comments. I'm going to look at the creative. I'm going to look at all of it. And I just want to take a sheet of paper, pen and paper, and just jot down ideas. What went right? What went wrong? What can be improved? That's the key aspect here. And that's it. And from here, what you're going to do is you're going to come up with ideas of how to make that ad better. And then the next question is, if I implemented that, do I have confidence that it'll improve overall performance? You might be like, hell yes, it will. And you can go ahead and take action on that. But if it doesn't, then just scrap it. There's no problem at all with that, as long as you're consistently learning from your mistakes. So this is review session. Again, I did this a couple weeks ago for a brand, and I had like 10 new ad concepts off like 3 or 4 ads. So boom, right there, review. And that's the cool thing about review is that you're always creating new ads. So because you're always creating new ads, you're always going to come up with new ideas around the review. Now, the next one is writing headlines. This is an OG copywriter's like mindset right here. Now, what do I mean by that? So I'm a huge fan of copywriting. Like I read a lot of copywriting books, and that's what allowed me to build ads that convert. You know, it's how I formulate all of the creatives and all that good stuff right there. And one of the key things I've read from numerous copywriters is that they always start down by writing down a bunch of bunch of headlines. One of the key things is to spend, I don't know, maybe a couple hours, write down 3 pages of headlines, throw away the first 2 pages, and on your 3rd page, that's your like winning high level headlines, because you're so deep into the thought process of building that perfect headline. So what you want to do is you want to spend 30 minutes as needed. You don't need to do this daily, but as needed. And you're going to go down 2 paths. You can go down formulas, or you can go down iterations. And I'm going to show you guys which one those look like. So formulas, book right here is called Breakthrough Advertising. They have about 33 different formulas, headline formulas. So I'll just take like a formula, like measure the speed of the claim. And one of like what the speed of the claim would be like, improve Facebook ad ROAS overnight. I'm showing how fast it works. So I'm going to spend 30 minutes writing down as many different headline ideas as measure the speed of the claim. So I'm going to pick a formula and just spend 30 minutes writing it down specifically to my product. Now, when I say headline, a lot of you guys are probably thinking the Facebook headline that you put on the little Facebook ad. No, I'm talking about the hook, because the hook in the copywriting world, the headlines would grab people's attention, and it's always the creative. All right. So the first text on the creative, or if it's a photo, the main text on that creative, that's what grabs people's attention. So I want to go ahead and I want to focus on that headline / hook. I'm not worried about the little headline on Facebook. I'm not worried about the little body copy on Facebook. I'm worried about the creative, because that's what's doing all the power of grabbing people and grabbing the right type of people for your business. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to write down as many headlines as possible in 30 minutes. Set a timer on your phone, grab a pen and paper, and just spend 30 minutes writing down headline ideas and all that good stuff. But yeah, so that's it. Improve Facebook ad ROAS overnight. I'm going to spend 30 minutes. Improve Facebook ad ROAS in 30 days. Skyrocket your Facebook ad ROAS in less than 60 minutes. 60 seconds to better Facebook ad ROAS. Again, just throwing off ideas off my head. That's not even a minute, and look how many headlines I wrote. Imagine what you do in 30 minutes. Now, the other one is iteration. So iterations where you see a headline idea and you're like, that's a really cool headline format. I want to try that, but for my business. So maybe you're on TikTok and you're just scrolling and you see like 3 reasons why you need to buy this t-shirt. Oh, that's really cool. Well, maybe I'm going to go ahead and recreate that, but 3 reasons to work with Nick's ad agency. And I'm going to go write down a whole bunch of different, basically like headlines around my type of product and stuff around 3 reasons why. So yeah, that's pretty much what I'll do right there. And that's the 3rd way we come up with ad ideas. Look, pretty much if you go through all of these and you still are running out of ideas, A, you're not taking it serious enough, or B, you're just not putting in the work in, which kind of goes back to not taking it serious enough. So really dig deep around these. All of the hooks, headlines, and stuff like that we create. Once you get that, then it's fairly easy. You know, for example, for this YouTube video, I had the idea, never run out of Facebook ad ideas. All right, cool. Now that I have that headline, now I can go create something around that. What are all the different visual ways we can articulate that to people? For today, I chose to do a lucid chart. I could have also done a slideshow. I could have also just sat down and talked to you guys one-on-one like this. That's also another way I could have done it. So a couple different visually ways I could articulate that, but that's your next thing. And then plan things out like that. Once you also have a good headline or hook, you can also use like ChatGPT or something like that. Tell ChatGPT, here's my headline or hook. Can you create a video, a short 30-second ad with this particular hook? And that's also gonna give you a good foundation right there as well. So yeah, guys, thank you all so much for watching. Make sure to hit the like button, hit that subscribe button for new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And with that being said, talk to you guys later. Peace out.